Hello everyone, my name is Lion Lingo and I'm a Finnish lion. Would that be great when you travel somewhere and you would know the basics about the country's language and culture even before you arrive? You would not face awkward situations and show that you respect their language, culture, and people. Do you agree? Our premium level playing cards will assist you in language learning. Travel will be smoother, and you will discover the local culture. And you can play card games with friends or even strangers. All our playing cards are illustrated and tell special things about the country and teach you its language at the same time. So wonderful! It's time to let go of digital applications for a while and experience the way of playing and learning traditionally. Create unforgettable memories and embark on a journey with Lion Lingo.
And we are live. Welcome.
Hello, everyone. My
hello,
name is
everyone.
Lion Lingo, and
Here is the lion wants to talk to me here. Hello, everybody. Again, from me and the lion, Chris Askodra here, hosting today's Connections Unplugged episode. As I do every week, I go live every Wednesday at 11 o'clock Finnish time, Eastern European time, and I bring to you one of my LinkedIn connections. I spend 30 minutes of an unplugged, unscripted discussion with a person that I'm connected to in real life and on LinkedIn. And I want to hear their insights, their professional side, but also their human sides. What are their stories? What are their values? What are their personalities behind the LinkedIn profiles? So I have a chance to sit down 30 minutes and explore what drives them, what inspires them, what have happened in the past, where they are now, and where they're heading in the future. Let me know, send me a message on LinkedIn if you want to be featured in the show. So send me a connect invite. I'd love to have you in my network. And don't forget that this show is powered by OneStream Live from Finland with Love, the cloud-based solution that enables content creators and businesses and event managers to stream content straight from the browser, as I'm doing at this very moment, to create this beautiful, well-branded video content that looks like a TV show. I'm doing everything here with my mouse from my browser. So check it out at onestream.live. So without further ado, I would like to welcome today's guest into the studio. He's waiting here in the backstage. Hi, Miikka. Miikka Peuravirta is joining me today. Miikka,
hello.
We know each other for, I would like to say 15 years more.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe so. Let me share a little bit what you state there on your LinkedIn profile. And of course, if you accept people to send you friend requests on LinkedIn, let us know. Miikka Peuravirta, this headline there on LinkedIn, it says, learn languages and play cards with Lion Lingo. He's the Lion Lingo aka LionLingo person here. Will tell you all about it today because I think that's a big part of his identity the past few years. Miikka has been having 20 plus years of experience in business in a variety of areas, from sales and marketing to PR and events, video, internet, leadership position. He's a man who enjoys traveling. He's a very active person. He enjoys sports. He's enjoying learning languages. And he will tell us what is this Lion Lingo. We show a clip in the beginning, and you see himself. He's wearing a nice lion there, Lion Lingo, the king there. So, Miikka, before we go into Lion Lingo, that, as I said, is a very big part of who you are as a person, at least the past few years, tell us a little bit about you. Who is Miikka? Not the person behind Lion Lingo, but who is Miikka? What shaped you into becoming the person that you are? Have you been, what kind of child have you been?
Yeah, well, I normally describe myself as a chameleon. So I can basically do many things. I can turn my shape. I can be friends with different kind of people from different cultures. I always wanted to be well connected to different things in life, different peoples, different businesses. But of course, going to childhood, it's a pretty long way, like 41 years back. I think I just had a basic childhood, nothing special on that. But I knew already when I was 10, I knew that, yeah, I'm a little bit special. Like, I think I have some superhero powers to do different things, but I didn't know what they are exactly. So I think
What made you special? Were you this kind of weirdo, or were you also a very sociable kid that everybody could get along very well?
I think both. I was pretty lonely, but then I had a lot of friends, and I was like somebody could say the clown, but somebody could say the leader. So
Mm.
basically from two different kind of parts. So yeah.
Yeah, as you said, you're a chameleon and shapeshifter, and you can be alone and a loner and enjoy music and reading, and then on the other hand, you could be sociable. So you have this. You strike me as well as this very multifaceted person. I think back then when we met, if you recall, or correct me if I'm wrong, I was hosting a radio show on Spin FM, and I have the feeling, I want to say that we met at a party. I don't know if it was our radio station party or some other event. And did I even welcome you to the radio show? I have this vague recollection. Where did we meet? Probably some events in downtown Helsinki.
Yeah, I think it was probably some networking event. Not sure if that was the first one, but anyway, somewhere where tens and hundreds of people gather, and sometimes you see, oh, there is someone like me, like the tribe, what I'm. So the energy is connecting people, and then that's where we are now.
And you're a person, as we perhaps the audience can feel already, your energy, your smile. You're a person that draws people into, and I think you have this very nice aura and energy, as you said, where people want to come and see, hey, who is this person that you radiate? What is, you were telling about your childhood and how you grew up and being in between worlds, being everything, and were you nothing at the same time, or were you just everything in one? How do we move from that person from 10 years old to who you are today? You've had professionally quite a diverse background. Walk us through in a fast forward manner, and perhaps find the highlights of your career until we come to today.
Yeah, so the short pitch, I think like if I look like traveling in 45 countries, I've been living in London, Spain, Germany, Estonia. This is my 27th home where I'm living at the moment. So that's one path for traveling. And of course, as an entrepreneur, I would say serial entrepreneur, 20 years. I don't even remember, 10, 15 different businesses probably I have done, some very well successfully, already still running. Some of them, of course, they failed and you need to start doing again. And still, I also have 3 kids. So it has been a very nice ride. And I believe that, well, there is some highlights, of course, like one company that I was actually living in London and Spain, and we were building like 500,000 customers, like less than in 1 year in six different countries. So I was a creative director there. That business, unfortunately, it's not alive anymore. One of my previous businesses that I sold actually last year, I was managed to build it from, well, the company was in 3 countries with 10 million in sales. I joined the company 6 years after the founding, and then I was part of the leadership council of the company and one of the biggest leaders. I was building the business from 10 million almost to 200 million euro company as one person. Of course, there was several other people, but I was one of the leaders. And I think those are 2 highlights. But also I have some creative projects. Like making music video that was hitting the top 1 Nordic music video charts. I was a producer. I was 20 years old back then. So there is a lot of good highlights.
What is that track? Have I missed that? What was that?
Yeah, it was actually a band called Beach Alert. Not many people know it, but Late Night Lullaby music video. We made it in school actually. So I was a part of a movie and TV production school, and we made it as a school project. But we did it very nicely, and it hit.
It
actually,
got traction.
Yeah.
So you're in the between, and I think that this is where the magic happens. In my opinion, and also research shows when we look at the human brain, we're talking about the right hemisphere and the left, but actually the people who are the most successful are the ones who utilize both parts of the brain. The logical and the emotional, the creative and the very business oriented. And I think you're this kind of person that you've done the businesses, you've been through it all from a startup to scale up to successful company and millions and so on. And perhaps nothing intimidates you when you see it all from the grassroots level and you build something or you make some success, right? You've put the hard work, you put the creativity. What is your because you could be successful in many things and you're multi-talented, that we understand and we know, but what is your do you have some values or some motivators and some areas that you're really passionate about? And now, as you said, we have the same age, 41 years old, being a father, perhaps you have to prioritize. So what are your priorities at the moment, the things that you're really passionate about, that this is where I bet my money on now, and I spend my time and focus my energy on? Do you have now this top priorities in your life?
Well, I think number one should be always for everyone health and wellness, the personal one, that you should feel good, like spirituality, mentally, physically, also financially. So that's building the foundation for everything. And of course, there is a lot of parts that you can make your life better. So that should be number one anyway for everybody. But of course, the daily habits that you are living in the present moment, because I can also go to history and be like, oh, I didn't do that, or I did that, or I can go and dream about the future. But actually, the only important thing is the now, today. What's happening today? What I'm doing today well. So yeah.
What are you doing today well, Miikka Peuravirta, aka LionLingo? What is the one thing that you're doing today that keeps you up, getting up from the morning?
Well, when you said the morning, actually every day when I woke up, I'm eyes closed 15-30 minutes. So I will be grateful on the moments that happened yesterday. I also think about my dreams that I saw. I have really deep dreams actually. And I'm visualizing also what's happening. So that's my first thing in the morning, actually.
So you're a little meditation to keep the day starting, a little bit thinking what happened in the night. Do you have a journal where you keep your dreams written? Or?
Yeah, pen and paper. That's always with me. Not computers, but pen and paper.
Pen and paper, traditional. That's good. I think that they say that if you write with pen and paper, you have better. Your brain is retaining the information better. And soon we will forget how our own handwriting, I think, will be a skill of the past. We won't have a handwriting anymore with all this. Soon we don't have even fingertips with all this keyboard. But tell me about professionally now. I know, and we see there who you are. As I said, part of your identity now the past few years is LionLingo. What is LionLingo and how it has become a central piece in your life, at least in your professional life, but also in your personal? If you connect a little bit how the idea started and how it became a business, and take us through that story.
Yeah, well, we are only turning 2 years this summer, so we are celebrating we are a baby still. Mm-hmm. And I would say the lion that is here representing actually all the people, not only me, but all the other people around there, to be brave, to be courage, to be a leader that everybody wants to follow. But the main idea, because now we are talking about our first product, which is the physical actual playing cards. So that idea actually came because I see that people are spending way too much time on the mobile phones. It's pretty addictive to be on all the TikTok and Instagram and even LinkedIn. People might scroll hours per day without not effective doing something there. So I decided like I'm a gamer. I like to play board games and card games. I think they are still amazing, nice that you have these physical things. So I was just like, hey, I want to learn languages. I'm traveling, but I only speak Finnish and English. If you go to France or Germany or Spain, your English matters only for the small part of people. So then I just had an idea like, hey, playing cards, I love them. I love cartoons and comics. And as you see from the graphic part, we are doing that part. And then I was like, hey, can we fit the language learning also? So then all the puzzles came down and like, yeah, this is our first product. Physical playing cards where you learn languages. It's not going to be all the products. This is just the first one.
I have here a deck. It's a very nice product. And just for the people who are not familiar with this, as you see here, this is a normal deck of cards that people can play all the traditional card games plus any other creative games you have on LionLingo.com. Go check out, open a new tab in your browser or on your phone, check out LionLingo.com. There is creative ideas of how to play different games with this deck. And as you see here on top, there is in Finnish and in English one phrase, one sentence. So, minä rakastan sinua, aka I love you in English, and rakkaus means love. So every card, it has, as you see, the illustrations and the graphic is very beautiful. So you learn also about the culture. Now, on the 28th of February, we celebrate in Finland the Kalevala Day, the national epos, the national epic of Finland. So this is a card about, here you see, and very nice illustrations, and you can learn the language. There's maps, there's all kinds of cool things. So while you're traveling, it's really nice to engage with your children and yourself and learn the local culture and a few words. And how many words can one learn from this deck if you master all the content that is here?
It's 200 plus 200. So in 2 different languages, 400 total.
So 200 in Finnish and 200 in English, because of course you can go vice versa. So if you're a Finnish family traveling to England, let's say, you could use it to teach your children some 200 words and phrases, and vice versa. You can also, be a tourist and come to Finland and then take it as I think it is a great souvenir, right? To have a nice and very easy to carry. Very easy to carry. You throw a couple of this in your suitcase and then you go back home to America or wherever you're going, any part of the world. And then you have a nice gift from Finland. What is your the feedback that you've gotten from the people already that have seen and played the deck or bought it already?
Yeah, I think the good part is that there is so many people who love this product. It can be a 7-year-old who is just starting to learn, for example, English. It can be a tourist who is already 40, 50, 60 years old, and everything between, basically. So from children to adults, and even those who know the language already. For example, this first deck, which is Finnish English. So for me, I would say like, well, there is nothing new for me because I know English, the basic words, but actually that's not true. We can go to storytelling mode. So I can pick any card and I can start telling story about myself or about my business or anything, because every card has basically opening the doors to a new world. So you can be fluent in the languages that is in the cards. You can still have fun. You can still learn actually things through that.
And this is the first deck that you came up with, the Finland in English or Finnish English, right? This one. But there's also one deck with the Spanish language. Is that right?
Yeah, we are pre-marketing doing it. So we want to collect enough orders because that's the language I want to learn, Spanish. And it's also interesting because the Spanish-English card deck, which I hope we will get on the printing on April latest, so it will be in May ready for the people's hands, because learning Spanish is like 500 million people speaking it in 20 plus countries, but also the Spanish-speaking people are lacking the English skills. So it's basically working for those 500 million Spanish speaking who want to learn English. Yeah, there you got the product actually. Yeah, it's pre-sales now. Yeah, I'm waiting personally that I can have the product. I will fly to Spain. I will spend 1 week. I will learn the language in 1 week by using my playing card. So that's what I'm waiting.
And this is what I said before, that here at lionlingo.com, you can click on Top Fun Games, and there's a very nice material. So PDF, when you click on it, so you find 8 different conversation starters and storytelling and games where you can, as you said, it's great for ice breaking. For example, you can meet people by using the cards. So this is, check out please lionlingo.com for more information. So very interesting products, and I agree with you. Spanish is a great language. Actually, now with my son, we were in a dilemma: should he study German or Spanish in school? That's the 2 languages that he's offered here to the school. Eventually, he chose German because of the teacher, but he really wants to study Spanish. So I said to him that then we get our hands on the LionLingo deck in Spanish and learn through this way. So we're looking forward also to the Spanish version.
Yeah, and actually have to say, because I've been living in Germany, Munich, and I have a lot of friends there and business also. The deck in Spanish, it will be the first one will be Spanish English, but we know that we are going to do German Spanish deck. So it will be all those 10-20 million German people who are traveling in Spain, but also Spanish people who are traveling to Germany. So we can actually, for me, I would like to learn German as well. So probably I will also enjoy most the German English card deck, because they are simple words with the pictures. So I can learn 2 languages
you meant
from one deck.
Spanish, German, you meant?
Yeah, Spanish, German. Yeah.
Yeah, you said Spanish, English. Yeah, so great. So you have been recently, Miikka, or has the episode yet aired of the Lion's Den here in Finland, the Finnish edition of the TV show where aspiring entrepreneurs go into the Lion's Den or the Shark Tank, how you want to be called, but you know the concept of this international format. Has your episode aired already, or when do we expect to see it?
Yeah, actually it came last week, and I think they are having around 300,000 watchers, because it was in Nelonen, the biggest TV station in Finland, but also their other like websites. And yeah, I have got a lot of feedback and of course inquiries, because people loved us. They saw that, whoa, that's a great product. Unfortunately, we didn't get the investment there, but we knew that that's not the main thing. It's actually main thing is to promote us, to show that, hey, there is one very nice business and product that people should know about.
A great product from Finland, and I know that your these cards, correct me if I'm wrong, that they are printed in Finland. Is that right?
Actually, not right. They are designed from Finland, everything. But unfortunately, in Finland, because our playing cards are really the premium quality. So unfortunately, in Finland, there is no printing company who is printing official poker playing cards. So then we had to do the printing in Netherlands, which is the quality is the best that you can find.
A very good quality, yes. So printed in the Netherlands, design in Finland, as you see, very cute here graphics. Give some shout out to the graphic designer.
Yeah, it's our illustrator, J.K. Pölkki. She's an amazing lady who does these animations and building creators. I actually had 6 different interviews back in 2023 summer. And I finally saw that Jemina Jemppu, J.K. Pölkki, she had the most amazing artwork that she does. And then we also had the graphic designer, the creative director, Aleksi Revonkorpi. And together, actually, 3 of us, we were building the graphics and the illustrations and doing as a teamwork. Many things, it's teamwork. So you want to put 3 very good people in one, and then the output is amazingly nice. And I'm I'm waiting
Yes.
the animation coming this year where we start to animate these stuff to different forms.
So you had the female illustrator, one well-known lady here, and then I think it was Alexi, the graphic designer, who joined you in the studio for the TV show.
Yeah.
So the two of you were there. Here I'm showing the different cards, and I know that this, perhaps, correct me if I'm wrong, that you renewed the deck. This is a new version. I don't remember seeing this card in the old deck. Am I right?
Yep. Yeah, we made a small upgrade because the first promotion we made 1,000 decks. It was a limited edition, and now this deck that you are handing, we have made some adjustments, so making it like a 2.0 version. And actually, the next print version that we are probably going to do in this summer, there will be also some adjustments. So every card, like 1,000 copies that we print this, will be a limited edition. So let's go 20, 30 years ahead when we are like a Disney size enterprise. People are waiting like, where is the card deck from 2024 from Finland?
Collectible.
Yeah, yes.
Albums, collectibles, yeah, the vision, Disney. So there's the vision. So I was about to ask you, what is the legacy that you want to leave behind? How do you want to be remembered, Miikka?
Yeah, I think LionLingo will carry me the rest of the life and will go to the next generations because I have had a really strong vision that, well, even the card decks, we can do 10, 20 different languages. We want to become bigger than Uno playing cards, which is the number one game in gaming playing cards format. So we want to be bigger than Uno. But not only that, we want to bring this Lion with different licensing products, of course, movie, TV series, animation, board games. We are going to start doing application this year as well. So we want that this is going to be recognizable brand, the Lion, that is connecting people through the language, through playing. So I see we are one of the biggest companies in the world, actually, from 30 years from now. If we hit 10% of that goal or dream, we are going to still be a €1 billion company. So aim high, and wherever you go, that's the thing.
And regarding now, in order to hit that goal, you have to sell a lot. And one idea is that this deck, as we say, it's not only for travelers, and everybody should have this. I mean, who doesn't have Uno at their homes, right? And many versions of it.
Yeah.
So this deck, why should every family have it? And also, why should every company have it? Tell us a little bit about the company. We are now on LinkedIn. Let's cut through the noise, and hopefully everybody who's tuning in, we're streaming live to LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube. Thank you for tuning in and listening. And why should this deck of cards be in every company, in every office, for the employees, and perhaps as gifts? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think this should be in every office, in every home, every school as well. So that's where we are going. But I was also showing you this company branded deck. This is a company called Keramor, a Finnish company, very nice. They have 200 Filipinos working. So we made this their version. So in the card deck itself, it's their logo. In the back of the cards, we printed their logo in every card. We made some extra name on the cards for the normal cards for there, and also a special Joker card. So this was an amazingly nice project that we are trying to do many more. So they are giving a card deck to all their employees, but also all their customers. So it's a really nice present, and what I hope in those companies now, that they will start to play this game when it's a break, when it's 15, 30 minutes breaks. Not that everybody will go by themselves to scroll their phone. They could play some card games together, learn language, have fun, whatever they want to do with it. So that's my vision. There I want to go.
Great. And if you want to reach out to Miikka Peuravirta on LinkedIn, how Miikka people should reach out to you? Is it LinkedIn the best way, or through the website LionLingo.com?
Anyway, the messages will come to me or somebody from the team will handle it anyway. People can call us directly, send on WhatsApp or email. We will get all the messages.
Yes, and actually on your LinkedIn profile, Miikka has in his headline already, you can't miss it. He is very transparent. You find his telephone number, his email. You can miss him. He's available everywhere, but also I think you're very mindful of your own personal time and well-being and focus time. Miikka, I have a question from my previous guest here in Connections Unplugged. The concept is that my previous guest in the last episode, last Wednesday, I had a pleasure to interview the well-known Finnish psychiatrist and psychotherapist Ben Furman, who's also an author of many books and a developer of apps to help children, to help companies. So I want to create this red thread amongst all my guests. So my previous guest asked my next guest the question, and you will also be asking my next guest your own question. But I have here a note of Ben's question to you. So Ben is asking, which part of your work you're proud of? He says, he went on to explain in the episode that, of course, there's mundane and more boring tasks to every job, but there's also very exciting things. So tell us, please, the part of your work that is precious to you, that you're proud of doing, and why is that?
That's a kind of deep question, but I try to wrap it up easily. I want to give people free things. So I'm not sure if it's a good for business, but I'm a person that wants to give free, whether is it some coaching or actual products. So many times I give away these cards in metro or bus, or if I'm dancing in nightclub, which I like to do, I just give away the cards, not because I want people will buy the product, but I just want to give people something. So I think that's something like give back, whatever it is that you can give back, if it's a product or service or just a thought or even kind words we can do and give to others. Hey, hi, you are nice. I think that's something. I don't know if it was 100% accurate answer to that question, but that came to my mind on that.
So giving without asking, and is it in hopes that the universe will bring back to you something, or is it just to give? And what is the end goal there? Just the act of giving and kindness and generosity, and because I think I know you quite well. I think you're a very curious person and kind person. Is that from your kindness, of your sense of curiosity and meeting people and sort of breaking the ice and, hey, pick a card. Okay, great. And discovering things. Well, what is the driver there behind?
Yeah, I think just making people happy from their normal life and a little bit disconnecting them what they do. So that's something that they might remember, like, oh, this guy gave me a card, or this guy gave me a smile or said hi. So I just want to break the barriers, because we are quite focused in our inner world, wherever we are, whatever we do. We don't so much see outside, because this is how many people work. So it's nice to open their kind of eyes and disturb them a little bit and say or give them something. And I don't have any. Of course, I would like that everybody would buy the card deck, of course, but that's not actually the idea. It's just like do some small things 5-10 times every day, and hopefully universe or somebody will give it back. But even if doesn't, I don't care, because it's also, I like to give. I get a good feeling from that. So I think that's the case for me.
Great. So if you want to give, and also I think give to yourself, your family, your employees, your business partners, your clients, this is a great way to give. LionLingo.com for more information. Get out, reach to Miikka everywhere. He is in every platform. But before we go, Miikka, please ask my next guest your question. What would be the one question, let's say, if you were to meet a new person, or even in a professional setting, pick their brains, you're interviewing people for a role. What would be the one question that would tell you what kind of person I have in front of me?
Yeah, I would probably ask regarding the present moment where we are now. What would you like to have more in your life if you could get anything more? So what are you like aiming for? Like, I don't want to put words to people's mouth, but it can be more money or new relationship or better relationship, or I want to get my higher rank in my job. But name one thing. What would you like to have more in your life now?
All right. Can I turn the same question to you?
Yeah, of course.
What would be your answer, Miikka?
I'm also pretty financial driven. So of course, that's what I'm wishing, that we could have more money to company and of course personally, because then I can also give more. Because if you are lacking, we are a small startup, so we cannot do all the things what we want to because we don't have money yet. So yes, I would like to have more money because I can do more things with that.
All right. So hopefully you're manifesting and things will come to you, lots of great contacts and money, and then so that you can in turn be generous. And thank you so much for the nice deck you gave me as well, for your generosity and your friendship. And thank you for the time that you spend here talking to me and my audience. You have your own following on LinkedIn. So you probably have a few thousand of your own followers and connections as well. Is there anything, Miikka, top of your mind that you would like to say to our audience? This is a live stream. It's multi-stream through LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube as well. Reach out to those people with your final message.
Yeah, I would say that I wish that people would be more connected to each others. So finding the present in your own life, be connected by yourself to yourself, but also finding the real connection to other people, to your work friends, your business friends, your personal people. So building this kind of pure love connection to each others, and being basically as a one team, all we 8 billion people in the planet, we should be one team, one nation, not 200 countries, not 200 religion, not dividing people from different parts because of everything. So let's just be together, encourage each other's. That's my message to humankind.
And even though we like the plurality and the fact that there are many languages and there are language spoken and there are diverse, right, cultures, we love that, don't we?
Of course, I don't say that we should delete everything and do just one, which is Lion Lingo. No, I mean that whatever the background is, let's be together. Let's be one.
Human race.
Yes.
We are one human race. We have one planet, that's Earth, and I agree with you. So no more wars and conflicts. Let's have fun, play games, learn language, travel. So let's agree.
Peace and love.
Yes, let's agree to that. Peace and love. Thank you so much. Miikka Peuravirta was with me. Thank you, Miikka, for joining me.
Gracias. Thank you. Merci.
Ευχαριστώ. Say ευχαριστώ in Greek. Thank you.
Ευχαριστώ.
Ευχαριστώ.
Ευχαριστώ. Maybe you.
Ευχαριστώ.
Ευχαριστώ.
Okay, I'll teach you offline.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Miikka. So this was another episode of Connections Unplugged. Thank you for tuning in and listening. If you want to be featured on this show, reach out to me, connect with me on LinkedIn. I'd love to hear from you, to connect with you, and also to bring you here on the One Stream Live studio. You come into the studio and then we have a nice discussion like we did with Miikka Peuravirta. Thank you for tuning in and listening. I will see you next Wednesday with another amazing guest. Have a nice rest of the day, everybody. Bye.